Deputy Tobin.
Thank you.
What we have here before us is simply a bill for the prevention of cruelty. Chair.
My apologies, Deputy Canney.
Therefore, I will appeal to all deputies, including those who support legal abortion, to join in voting for this bill. This bill merely shows a measure of compassion for unborn children at a relatively disadvantaged stage in their prenatal development. I can see no legitimate ground for objecting to it. In fact, some would say the bill does not go far enough. It only requires pain relief, where firstly, there is reasonable grounds for believing that the pregnancy concerned may have reached or exceeded 20 weeks. Or secondly, it is likely that pain which would be caused to the fetus during or arising from termination of pregnancy. I wholeheartedly support this bill because I recognise it seeks to achieve what seems achievable in the House on the issue of pain relief. Most of all, I support it because it is a positive and unimaginable important step for every unborn child who needs the protection of its providers. Most of us will know the joy of seeing ultrasound pictures of a son, a daughter, a grandson or granddaughter about 20 weeks or earlier. Just as we cannot deny the humanity of that child, visible before our very eyes, equally we cannot deny how visible and clear it is the humanity of another child when seen at the same stage. A 2016 review of the evidence concludes that from the 15th week of gestation onward, the fetus is extremely sensitive to pain stimuli, and that this fact should be taken into account when performing invasive medical procedures on the fetus. In October, in answering to a parliamentary question which I asked, the HSE confirmed that D&E abortions are happening in Ireland. The gruesome details of these horrific procedures are too graphic to describe during this debate. The use of such procedures only further underline the urgent need for pain relief. Some in the House would say that this matter should be left to the doctor to decide, but you will see how flawed this view if you consider it. If a doctor were about to perform a procedure intended to take your life without your consent, would you think that that same doctor is well placed to decide whether or not to give you the pain relief? Should the Animal Health and Welfare Act leave it to the vets to decide whether or not to give pain relief to animals? No, it doesn't. The law does not stop at the hospital door. Doctors are subject to legal duties and prohibitions of many kinds. The last 3 years of complete failure to ensure pain relief to unborn children have shown that this cannot be left to the medical profession and must be addressed through statute. Please take this opportunity to address it now for every unborn child who desperately needs the protection of this bill.